Yo, what up, people? It's your buddy Philko here, putting live from your mama's house. 5 weeks left until my world changes, but until then, I'm gonna make this video real quick. I think I'm gonna make a video every week. As for my Patreon page, I'm gonna start that up in 5 weeks. As of now, I'm just gonna chill. I got a lot of concentrating to do and focus. I got to remain focused and whatever. Um, so yeah, right now I'm gonna make a quick video on something my homie on VK just asked me. He asked me, let me get his words exactly. He said, "Hey Phil, I know you know how to work out. What do you do to cut weight? Like lose weight, basically." That's what he's asking. And he basically went on to say he can't do the fat boy shit no more because he can't get the girls he wants. I'm not gonna give his name or whatever, but that's literally what he said. Not basically, that's literally what he said. And I'm just about to make a video in general. I'm gonna tell you the number one reason why most people are overweight, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The number one reason why most people are overweight who complain about it. This ain't because some people are overweight and fine, and that's okay. If you're not trying to lose weight, if you're not complaining about your weight, whatever, then that's how you want to be. That's your choice. That's your life. You got to wake up being you. To let anyone else try to change how you feel about the way you are if you're comfortable with it. That's your life. As long as you know the truth about it, whatever. But the people who say, they're on a diet or they complain about it is that they're not willing to sacrifice shit. Or they're not willing to sacrifice enough. Or they just, and this is rare though, or they just don't, they literally don't have the time to do it. Even though that's partly bullshit when they don't have the time. Because even if you just happen to have no time to exercise, you still have time to eat right. But the number one reason is they're not willing to sacrifice anything. And I mean this. I seriously mean this. And I'll tell you what, when I first started realizing this happened to at least three people in my life as I was growing up as a teenager. This happened to three different people. First was Muhammad, this dude Muhammad. Then it was Bert. Then it was the opposite. This real skinny kid named Tanji. He was real skinny. And then one winter, this dude just went in the house for like 6-7 months straight, came out brolic, and he's been brolic ever since. Oh, and this other guy named Vlad. This fat Russian American kid was like, he was like 300 pounds even, pure fat. Now he's like 220, pure muscle. So those are the 3 times I saw people lose weight. Because first he lost weight, then he got muscle. So it was Muhammad, Bert, and Vlad. 3 times. And you know what they all fucking did? They got fed up. They got fed up and they started eating a whole lot fucking less. One dude was depressed, actually. One dude was depressed. Something happened with a girl and he just really couldn't eat for some time. And it worked out because when he got thin, he got a lot of fucking girls. But they ate a whole lot fucking less. It's not hard to eat less. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not hard to eat less. It is not that expensive to eat right. People who say that shit, they're bullshitting. They're bullshitting. I'm telling you right now. Sacrifice. If you're not willing to sacrifice shit, you're going to be fat forever. And just live with it. That's you. But they're not willing to sacrifice shit. Like, I always hear the craziest fucking excuses from overweight people who are trying to lose weight. And I'm like, what kind of logic are you using? If you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone, you're always going to be fat. Like, if you're not willing to do shit you don't feel comfortable doing, you're going to stay fat. That's a fact. It's a fact. You're going to stay fat. If you're not willing to put down the fucking pork, or if you're not willing to put down the salt, if you're not willing to get a mixer and mix a bunch of vegetables and shit, take vitamins and maybe some protein shake to make sure you get enough protein and shit in your basic diet, not a mass builder, just a normal protein shake. If you're not willing to do things like that, you're just going to be fat. Like so many times dudes be on a diet. They be going off to McDonald's or Burger King and all this shit. I'm like, aren't you on a diet? Yeah, but today is this and that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're always going to be fat. And I'm not picking on any specific person with this. I've been making fun of my own best friends about this for years. Like my homie Shabu, he's been losing weight for years. My homie Brian, he's been losing weight for years. And these dudes do the same thing. They get the E Honda complex. They go to the gym and they focus on losing weight. Then what happens? They see these guys with muscles and they start thinking, I'm going to turn my fat into muscle. So they don't care too much about their diet because they think they're turning their fat into muscle by burning fat into muscle by lifting a lot of heavy weights. Because they lose focus on just losing weight. Dog, if you just lose weight by eating less, exercising, just run your ass on a treadmill as much as you can. Don't worry about weights. I'm gonna lose muscle. Don't worry about it. If you're an obese person, that's the last thing that should be on your mind. That's stage 2. Once you lose weight and you're comfortable with the way you look, then you get muscle. But even then, yes, you change your diet, but it's still not McDonald's, Burger King, and KFC. That's not it. Even when you're trying to get muscle, that's not it. You eat right, homie. You know what I mean? But losing weight is fucking easy. It's cheap. Fuck that shit. It's cheap. Take vitamins, drink water, eat some fucking vegetables. It's cheap shit. How many overweight fat people do you see? It's only in America is this. It's because the pharmaceutical companies and the fucking doctors, whatever the fuck, they're making so much money off of fat people getting diabetes and shit. This is a fact. They make so much money over obesity in America. It's not even funny. I can count the amount of fat girls I see under the age of 30 in Russia a week. I can count it. And whenever I see one, like under 30, I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? There's fitness centers everywhere around this motherfucker. Everywhere. It is not so much that Russians love KFC. Yo, every KFC in Russia be packed. But why aren't they fat? Because they understand, don't do that shit every day. They understand, exercise. They understand it's not fucking healthy, and they can't afford to be fat eating all that much in the first place, typically. And 2, they know it's not good for your health. Only in America, you say things like, God made me this way, it's beautiful. Like, yeah, it's beautiful. Now, when you get diabetes, don't come crying to us, dog. We're trying to tell you, you got to lose weight. It's not about being perfect. I'm talking about obese people. Dude, you can lose weight. You just got to sacrifice. You don't most people who are overweight don't sacrifice shit. If there's one thing I can do, it's sacrifice. Oh, yeah, it's sacrifice. Because I understand time is fast. And you'll see in 5 weeks, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And when you make the right sacrifices and you stick to the plan and it's a good plan, you can't fail. You can't fail. And you won't fail. A good plan, you stick to it. You know, you got persistence and you made your sacrifices, dog, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Like, and it's so easy, man. I'm telling you. It's easy once you, first of all, you need a goal. You need a goal. I think goals really push people to, work harder. But how do I explain what I'm saying? Like, all right, I have a goal, right? And this goal is really pushing me because it's a very difficult goal and it's very specific. It's very specific. I got to do this much, blah, blah, blah. It's very specific. So I break it down like by the end of this month, I should be here. By the end of this month, I should be here. And it's all specific. And as time goes on, I learn and I watch how much I change or how much stronger I get, how much weaker I get. And not weaker, but how much bigger, whatever. I keep track of all that. And I'm like, all right, so by this time, I should be this. Boom, this is my goal if I keep it up. You should really, really make a goal and pay attention to yourself as time goes on. If you want to weigh yourself, the best time to weigh yourself is in the morning after a good night's sleep and after you use the bathroom. That's the best time to weigh yourself. Don't weigh yourself in the middle of the day and compare it. You got to weigh yourself every day at the same time to understand how much you actually weigh. And the best time is in the morning when you wake up after you use the bathroom. After you take a shit. You know what I mean? Then you weigh yourself, then you'll have a good understanding of it. But I think it comes down to sacrifice, man. I to this day, I've never felt sorry for an overweight person who told me that they wanted to lose weight. I never felt sorry for them. Only in America are you supposed to feel sorry for a fucking obese person. Obese, being obese. Like, even if you say, oh, the food is fattening, you're still eating enough of it to be fucking overweight. Stop eating so much of it. You know what I mean? I mean, damn, if you invest in some vitamins, if you invest in a mixer, what else? And you don't even need a gym membership. You could do planks. You could do planks at home. No, the plank is, that's like when you're down on you're like your elbows, like you're in a push-up position, but you're on your elbows and you just hold it there. That shit is basically a full body workout, basically, and it burns a lot of calories. You just sitting there. You go watch TV in a plank position. You don't even have to go to the fucking gym. Do that shit every day. Do it every day as much as you can. Whenever you got time, you ain't doing shit. You just finished eating, you watch TV, plank and watch TV. Just do it. You don't have to go anywhere. Right there in your house. Maybe put some pillows on your elbows. Plank. If you want to warm up, do some punches. Do punches in stationary. You know, with your feet planted. Just do some punches right there. Shadow box to get warmed up, then do planks. You don't have to go to the gym when you're losing weight. You're losing weight. Burn. All you gotta do is burn, nigga. Shadow box, plank, eat right. In 2 months, you see a humongous difference. Stop being lazy. Stop bitching. Stop being scared to sacrifice, because then you're always going to be fat if you're not going to sacrifice. I know I sound like I'm being harsh, but I'm being fucking real. Stop being a lazy son of a bitch. And if you're going to be a lazy son of a bitch, stop complaining that you're fat and stop lying to yourself. See, that's the thing. People lie to themselves. Oh, I'm losing weight. I'm doing it. No, you're not. Stop lying to yourself. I've been noticing this since I was a fucking teenager, and I've noticed it. And people keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Mostly Americans. They just keep doing it like every winter. Let's get in the shape. Let's get in the shape. It's like, what y'all niggas doing? Like, what happened? Do you make the same promise every New Year's? You know one thing I noticed? Russians don't have that, or it's not too common that they have that New Year's resolution shit. Because after New Year's, I swore to God, the gym was like going to be like in America, because like every January, it's extremely crowded. It wasn't like that at all. I was there 2 days ago. I was the only motherfucker there. They don't really have that New Year's resolution get in shape thing, because they're smart enough to know if I got to get in shape, I got to get in shape. I got no time to wait for New Year's. It's something I got to do for me. You understand? So, man, it's crazy, dog. I don't know what else to say, man. Just, I don't want people to think, I never make fun of people for being fat unless they're like really good friends. But like when a fat person tries to give me or someone I know advice on health, like it's hard to not say, nigga, what? It's so hard to not do that. It's so hard to not do that. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like sometimes I just want to say that. Like, and I agree. Sometimes in the gym, I think it's good to have something like me, music. Music pushes me. If I don't have my music blasted in my ears, shit. And you know, there's just like, for example, there's this one dude today in the gym. He does calisthenics like I like to do. I love calisthenics. And even if I'm pronouncing it right, I don't even know. But I saw him doing something. And usually with the shit I do in calisthenics, nobody comes close to the shit I do. And I saw him doing something. He was doing something that I do. And I was like, holy fucking shit. And I watched him. And he's kind of tall, kind of thinner, but he has a good body. And today, when I saw him, you know, we shook hands, said hello, whatever. It just gave me that burning desire to do better than him. And then I started going crazy on the shit I was doing. It's just like my heart rate started going. I'm like, yeah, man, because I get comfortable. Like when I feel I don't have competition, I get a little more comfortable. When I see someone, not how they look, because I don't really care about how people look. It's about what they can do. When I see them doing an exercise I do, and they're doing something that I can't do, I'm like, oh, fuck that. I gotta go hard. And that makes me go harder. You know what I mean? And yeah, I guess that's all I really gotta say, man. You can lose weight, dog. Just do what you gotta do. Sacrifice. Don't worry. You can go 3 months without eating KFC. Those 3 months will fly by like a motherfucker. I haven't had a drink in 6 months. You don't hear me bitching. Just do what you gotta fucking do and sacrifice, and then you'll stop being a fat fuck. Now, I'm not saying you're a fat fuck because you're fat. I call someone a fat fuck when they're fat and complaining about it and swearing they're on a diet. Then you make yourself a fat fuck because you're lying to yourself and lying to the people around you. So do what the fuck you gotta do and sacrifice. Stop being a lazy fuck. And I'm out. Later.